Now we are discussing about short circuit protection for the battery. See, the problem is we are having the battery. You might have observed the 12 volts battery. The positive and negative terminals are very much near. Per suppose because of any chance, if a metal object falls on them, automatically it gets short circuited. Once it is short circuited, huge amount of current flows through the battery and it will generate a heat. Remember, more amount of current always generate much heat. That's why whenever fans are operating with huge amount of current, even after you turn off, you just touch the fan, how much amount of heat you observe. Fans are not designed to generate the heat, they are not electrical heaters. But that much heat is being generated because they are drawing huge amount of current. Similarly, electric motors, when they are drawing that much amount of current, after you turn off, if you touch the motor, how much heat will be there for the motor? Motor is not for generation of the heat, but still because it is drawing more amount of current, much heat is observed. Wherever, similarly, when the positive and negative terminals of the battery they get short circuited, huge amount of current flows through the battery. This will generate more heat. Because of that heat, this battery will explode. This will generate like a bomb. For making bombs, sometimes they will use this principle, short circuiting the positive and negative terminals of the battery. Very much dangerous. So we need a short circuit protection system. Accidentally it may happen, some metal object may fall on it, or some wire may damage. Because of that, accidentally it may, short circuit may happen. Now what we have to do, once the battery is short circuited, our purpose should be, we should disconnect it from the load. If it happens in a vehicle, like a car or bike, the bike will explode. If a battery explodes, that is a different case. A bike with full fuel, if the battery explodes, entire bike will blast. A battery explodes with a car with full diesel, entire car will blast. Okay, recently we have seen the incident when an aeroplane crashed because of the much fuel, the impact was more. Now, the battery short circuit might be a small phenomenon we are discussing, but where we are using that battery, it might be in bikes, or it might be in cars, or it might be in some places where actually that might be an electric vehicle batteries, EV batteries. So in all these cases, once the battery is short circuited because of any reason is not relevant to us. Once it is short circuited, what we have to do, the battery should be disconnected from the load. If it happens in a bike, that battery should be disconnected from the bike circuit. If it happens in a car, that battery should be disconnected in the car circuit. That is what we are calling as a short circuit protection. Whom we are protecting? We are protecting the load. If short circuit happens in the supply, all the fans and tube lights and the projectors, everything will damage. Because we are using the fuse, if the short circuit happens, the fuse will melt first. That is not a disadvantage for us. The fuse is protecting all the devices. Similarly, we may use fuse to protect the load from the battery. Whenever the more current flows through the fuse, automatically it melts. Again, new fuse we have to replace. Next one is circuit breakers like MCBs. Similarly, here also we can use circuit breakers. When more current flows, automatically it has to trip down. Then manually we have to trip up. Next one, sensors. When more current is flowing, it should sense and it should stop the supply. Enormously when it is flowing, automatically it should stop the supply to the load. Next, pre-charge. Whenever sudden current flow is observed, we should stop it immediately. Thermal runaway. Because of the heat, temperature is increasing. Because of the temperature, the current in the battery is increasing. Because of the current, the temperature is increasing. Like that, it will cause explosion in the battery. In this case, the short circuit phenomenon, the battery, we have to disconnect the battery from the load. Sometimes moisture or water may short circuit the two terminal of the battery. So by using, we require a moisture detection such that if the moisture is there, that has to be removed to protect the battery from the short circuit such that it will not damage the load. The purpose of the short circuit protection is, battery is short circuited because of many reasons, but when the battery is short circuited, it should not be connected to the load. That is the point we are checking. If it is connected to the load, at that point load will be damaged.